Update 1.3 for ARMA Reforger is going to change the game forever. Not only do we get rocket pods, mortars, brand new vehicles, and of course the good old destruction mechanic, but the big changes are the balancing changes that are coming in. And I gotta tell you guys, it's gonna be like playing a completely different game after this. And I have a feeling some of these changes are probably gonna blow your mind. So without further ado, let's go over them. Alright, one of the very first things you are going to notice in here is if we come up to the loadout, as soon as I click on this, you're going to notice you need rank now to gain certain items in here. Everything is going to require a certain rank to gain certain things. So no longer will you be able to just build a loadout as a private and just steal all the supplies and guns on the inside of it. You will have to be the corresponding rank to gain said item. The arsenal also has a refund available now, so you can turn in your equipment and enemy equipment in here and gain some supplies back out of it. You're also going to notice when you come over to the equipment side that there's no more heals inside here. No more bandages, no tourniquets, no saline. None of that. To get these items, you will now have to go to either the command tent, which holds an ammo box and a medical crate. However, the medical crate only carries bandages and tourniquets inside of it, which is going to require you to build some sort of medical facility around here or an ambulance to be able to access all of your medical equipment. And if that's not enough, to put more emphasis on needing medical items, maybe having some broken arms and broken legs will, because now if you get shot in your legs, your movement is going to be super limited. This is literally as fast as I can run right now. And on top of that, if you have broken arms, well, then your weapon sways heavily. And don't get caught up in that barbed wire anymore, or it's gonna mess you right up. Not only can it cripple you from walking, but it can give you some pretty significant bleed out. This is going to put so much more emphasis on medical tents and ambulances being needed in the field. The next change I want to talk about is uniforms, and I saw plenty of comments in my one video where I was explaining enemy and friendly identification where you guys were talking about putting on the enemy's uniform, and we're about to get into that right now. If you do put on enemy's clothing, you're now going to be marked with this symbol. Now granted, you can only see this after the person dies, but you'll also have some documentation on you that's going to tell the enemy or friendly what faction you were with. And the documentation's got some cool little additives, little sayings here and there. It's just kind of neat. But that's not the kicker. If you are wearing an enemy's uniform and you shoot the enemy while wearing the uniform, you will lose rank. On the flip side, if you shoot a friendly that is wearing an enemy uniform, you will no longer lose rank. So for all you uniform changers out there, this one's gonna hit you hard. This next one's for my supply runners out there. Gone are the days of carrying 600 supplies back and forth, because now you're going to be able to carry 1,500 supplies on supply trucks. This is going to make a massive difference in gameplay. I mean, the amount of supplies that are going to be moving now is like tripled. And I really think this is going to speed up the gameplay on maps like Evron. Even the Soviet chopper now has been increased from 400 supplies to 1,000. Okay, I want to talk about the destruction a little bit. If you guys did happen to watch my old update video, you'll notice that the mortar rounds were taking down buildings with pretty much one mortar round equaled one building down. Well, that's not the case anymore. So there's obviously been an update to the destruction in here, because it seems like they can take a couple rounds now before being completely demolished. I just thought it was worth mentioning. Okay, now I want to cover capturing bases and how that's changing. As of right now, if one of your bases are being captured, well, you can just die and spawn on that base and try to help defend it. That is not going to be available when 1.3 drops. So no longer will you be able to spawn on a base that is actively being captured. However, they countered this by making it take even longer to capture that said base. So that way you guys can come from different areas and attack that way. That itself is actually a huge difference in gameplay, because I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen one of our bases being captured and I just hurry up, kill myself, and spawn there to defend it. And two quick little additives that I just thought were kind of cool. Your squad leader now will have a little symbol next to him just to represent that they are the squad leader. And the second thing is that in order to put down the mortar system, you're going to have to use a construction truck. And in order to get the construction truck, you have to be a certain rank, and then you have to be certain rank to use certain mortars. So yes, you're going to have to be certain ranks to do certain things and put certain things in place. Okay, before this video goes any farther, I just want to tell you guys that everything that I'm giving you you is from ARMA Reforger Experimental. I go in there, I go on the little official servers they got, and I just play through there and test things out. That's how I got you the mortar videos and everything else along those lines. So things can change, just like the damage did with the mortar rounds. That seems to have changed also. So all of this could change before the update actually drops. And don't yell at me. No, I can't give you a date. I am sorry. I've searched everywhere, up, down, all around. There is still no date for us yet. We are hoping at least by the end of February or early March that this update will drop. So for those of you that were looking for an exact date, I'm sorry, okay? I wish I could give you that, but I just can't. The only thing that I can promise you is I'm going to give you information to the best of my knowledge, and as soon as I know a date, I am going to post it everywhere. Discord, I'll post it on my YouTube, it'll be everywhere. I guarantee I will tell you when the update is coming. Hopefully you guys are as excited for this update as I am, and one more little added thing, I want to let you guys know that I did get partnered through ARMA, so, I mean, that's great. That's awesome. I'm super excited for this. I feel like this channel is going to go super far. I have so many plans for it. If you do want to know more about the rocket pods and mortars that are coming in update 1.3, you can click on the video right up here. My son's birthday was this weekend, so we were a little bit busy with the party and all that. And son, if you ever see this in the future, I just want you to know I love you very much. You mean the absolute world to me. And I'm going to start working on the very next video, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.
I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vague.